Sometimes a powerful man wants nothing more than a good enema. I can't begin to explain why. Maybe you'll understand someday. Actually, I hope you don't.
Feeling on.
I suppose I'll just have to use my hand.
What happened
Don't
to your
be
dolly?
ridiculous. We're a puppet. That loony who lives in the treehouse. He managed to convince some idiot to steal it. We can't put on our show without a puppet. And it's a shame. We're really the only fun people can have around here. Unless you count taunting the bobbies.
Maybe I can talk to him and convince him to give your doll back.
I doubt it. He thinks the doll is Peachy Carnan, one of his secret agents.
I can be fairly convincing sometimes.
Before we begin, please listen to a personal message for our prudent friend. The fox is in the henhouse. The fox is in the henhouse.
Who's our prudent friend? I hope this is Vol au Voyage. Just like childbirth. You barely remember the misery. The thing I always liked about Arthur was being with him was like being alone, but with someone. Now I just need to replace all my chemicals. Stuart. I've got to talk to Stuart. Maybe he's got the chemicals I need squirreled away somewhere. Bottoms up. Yes, yes. Mommy's gonna feed you. Don't look at me with those big eyes. Oh, no one has ever fed you ever, have they? Mean mummy. I suppose it's sort of sweet that Grandmum poisoned everyone with her own garden flowers. I mean, she could have used rat poison. It's so impersonal.
What can I do for you today? Afternoon.
It's not quite what I'm looking for, thanks.
Your joy in it.
Where's the guilty bugger? Right there.
Well, I'm glad all the nonsense is over.
Think you can defile for me? What's going on?
Shall be down! Do that round here. You up all right?
I'll cheer you up, all right.
Vengeance is mine! Saith the Lord!
That's it. Keep running. We got a downer here.
These heels are killing me. home, James. I don't actually like long walks.
Oi! You don't belong there! That's the guilty bugger! Right there!
Right. I've had it for you.
True there are blind albino... Dear Uncle Jack, is it true there are... Dear Richard, of course there aren't mole people. This isn't London. There are no ancient catacombs or old bomb shelters underneath our street.
Well, if it isn't Sally Boyle. Himself is upstairs tinkering.
When will he be?
It's been weeks now. It's a device you left behind. Apparently, it's quite clever and complex.
I just came to buy some chemicals.
Over my cold, dead body.
Fiona.
It's not just borrowing my man while you were here. I could have got over that. It's the ambitions you put into him.
Fiona, I'm sorry.
He wants to be more than a village chemist. How's that, I says? Will you go to London to study to be a doctor? Will you take over Haworth Labs? She still wouldn't take you back, I says. But you sold him the stars. And now he can't barely see where he's going.
Maybe he liked me because I thought he could be more. You ever think of that?
Get out of here. Get out, you witch. And don't let the door hit you in the arse on the way out.
Well, she's mellowed. Fiona said Stuart's been working on my old pituitary extractor. Maybe I can get it back from him later, when she's not in the shop. Wait. Harry Cavendish. He still works for the labs, doesn't he? And he owes me a favour. I'll drop by his house.
Dear Jack. Well, I guess he's the sort of fellow to cry Uncle Armus alike.
You must take your joy immediately.
I don't think...
Harry? It's Sally. Sally Boyle.
Just a moment. Just a moment, damn it. I can't get to the door as fast as I used to. Sally Boyle. I haven't seen you in a dog's age.
What happened to your eyes?
Oh, this little thing. The Dr. Hughes miscalculated the brominating reaction, and it blew up in my face. Then he convinced Dr. Verloc it was my fault. So I got the sack.
That weasel.
Oh, you don't have to pretend you're interested in the tedious old lad. How's the glamorous life of an experimental chemist?
It's a bit blocked at the moment. Can't get mercury amalgam.
Did you know they vent gallons of it onto Ratholme? Oh, well, you wouldn't. You've moved on to greener pastures.
I'm sorry. I thought Anton knew what he was doing.
Oh, I don't blame you for leaving us all behind. When love fades, you have to move on. Well, I'm sure you'll figure out where to find some amalgam.
Maybe I will. But someone's got to prove it was Dr. Hughes' fault you lost your eyes.
You know, you're right. He could hurt someone else.
Is there any evidence that it was his fault?
You know, now that you mention it, his lab notes. He keeps them in his doctor bag. I bet they're all the evidence I need. Oh, you know what? I bet they'd also tell me how to extract the amalgam you need out of the stuff the lab is piping onto Ratholme.
I'll get you his lab notes.
Here's where he lives. Come back, and I'll tell you where to find the pump outlet.
Don't go anywhere.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Ooh, what's going on?
Much appreciated in this matter. Well, it looks like Mr. Lyden has been experiencing one of the... This that actually knows Mr. Lyden lives on Benwell Road.
Couldn't be better, thanks.
Get out of here! Get out, you witch! Don't let the door hit you in the arse on the way out.
Check your joy level and where it should be.
I'll show you.
Dear Mr. Worthing,
Think you can defy authority? See? I won't have it. Stop. No downers here. Ow!
second because you're not a big
Say
bunch of mess we have today. I wonder if we ought to quit while we're ahead. All right. Give it one more go.
We got a downer here, haven't we?
Look, we really need this.
Look who's tits up now.